I've always been into like English and history. I'm good at those subjects. They interest me. They tell a lot about the world like as a whole, and that's what humanities focuses on, like just kind of how the world works, and being in a classroom full of students who are also interested in that and teachers who also are also interested in that is cool and interesting to learn about, and they like support your like questions and inquiries about the world and stuff.
I just wanted to go to a high school that was different from my zone high school, honestly, and I was just really interested in Hermitage and like the Humanities Center, but not just solely because of the center, but just because I like the school as a whole.
One thing with humanities that kind of differs is how instead of going with your usual like textbook type of learning, instead we do like more like Socratic seminars, discussions, combined with like different readings and different presentations.
I just have a lot of fun every day. You never know what's going to happen because a lot of things can fall under the umbrella of humanities. So we can do a lot every other day, and like one day we might be talking about like Plato, and then the next day we're talking about like the end of the Ming Dynasty. I don't know. It changes from day to day, and it's really cool.
When it's the center classes, those topics bleed into one another rather than just being, this is history, this is English. It just becomes like a jumble.
So instead of being like, oh, you're just learning from a textbook, taking notes, instead you're actually able to use like more your critical thinking skills and share your own perspective.
We definitely do a lot of projects and stuff, so whether it's like individual projects or we work with a group, and that's like what I think is kind of different because in my humanities class, it's kind of like I get to think and like come up with my own thing rather than like instead of just like doing a multiple choice test or something. So it helps me like learn more.
I think for me with humanities, it's definitely helped me articulate my own beliefs and like perspective within the moment easier. So beforehand, at least with me, I was very nervous and I would stumble upon my words, but with the humanities, that definitely helped me articulate my own perspective in a more like clean and precise way.
We've done so many Socratic seminars, and we've done so many discussions, and we've done so many just like lectures that have turned into discussions. And sometimes we'll just be talking to each other like during lunch, and someone will say something, and then someone else will say something else, and then it turns into like a week-long debate that has brought in multiple different other people, and it's like everyone's getting references and people are like drawing maps.
It's not like people arguing with you, like it's a true like debate, which is comforting because it's cool to be in a place where other people think similar ways and also different ways, but about similar things.
So we have at least 3 classes, our English, history, and humanities class, with these same people. And so because I'm with them so much, I've definitely gotten to know them more.
It kind of helped us establish and like grow relationships with our own selves. It was kind of collaborated with like discussions and so on, and kind of learning who we are together.
And like we get so comfortable with each other and sharing our thoughts with each other, which is a very important part of how our like discussions are, because we have to talk, and if you're afraid of talking and if you're afraid of like letting your opinion be known to the other people, then it's not going to be a very good discussion.
So at least for me personally, I enjoyed kind of being isolated from the general population, or enjoyed being together in our own smaller school, if that makes sense.
I'm a pretty confident person, but even when I'm in certain classes, like I don't always ask all the questions that I have out loud, and I don't always express an opinion or an interest in something like out loud to the whole class. But when we're in humanities, history, or English, like I know even if people are like gonna be like, oh, that was a stupid question, you build like a sibling-like relationship, so it's truly just like you just shrug it off and move on. No one's like lasting impact of stuff.
Obviously, it is very oriented on like the English and history, but it's giving me so many skills like working in a group, because we have a bunch of group projects, and like I said before, like public speaking and presentation, and honestly just like critical thinking.
I think my experience in humanities will help me kind of better understand the world around us, but also just kind of better articulate and express my own beliefs regarding different topics within college.
In 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, even 9th grade, I would never have agreed to do this interview. No offense to y'all, I don't like hearing my voice on camera, and I don't like being in front of a camera. But I do think that through the center, because of how many presentations and how many topics and how many just like discussions we'll have, I have gotten a lot better about speaking just to new people.